Porzingis probably needs to go. Seems to be somebody that's jealous of Luka Doncic and resentful of the cachet he has compared to Porzingis, and that's partly what's going on. His jealousy was considered more problematic than his game.
Welcome back to another video here with NBA Addict TV, man. You guys already know we provide the littest NBA content on the tube. Please leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new. Here at NBA Addict TV, we're a bit different from any other NBA YouTuber. We're a little hood, mixed with creativity, and a couple shots at NBA knowledge, alright? Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get straight to the video. So, the streets been talking, man. What's going on in Dallas? I know, I'm a bit late. But Mark Cuban has some work to do because from looking from the outside, the Dallas Mavericks are starting to crumble. They're saying that Luka and Porzingis aren't getting along whatsoever. And if you are subscribed to my channel and are an NBA addict like myself, then you know I am very critical of Kristaps Porzingis. But regardless of my opinion, it was reported that Porzingis felt like he was completely ignored on offense, which he is right. Porzingis said that at first it was hard for him to accept his role because Luka Doncic had the ball in his hands for most of the time, which I wouldn't change because the superstar that is Luka Doncic. But Porzingis wasn't comfortable having such a reduced role. He actually felt like he was completely out of the pick and roll, and he was reduced to a stretch 4, sitting in the corner and shooting threes. And after losing to the Los Angeles Clippers in 7 games, it seemed like only Luka and Tim Hardaway Jr. showed up all series. It's clear as day what roster changes the Mavs need to make. And now for the beef between Porzingis and Luka, let's see what the scoop is for real. Okay, so it is no secret that Luka Doncic is a dominant ball handler, as he is the point guard for this team. But also, let's not forget the extremely high basketball IQ that this man possesses. He has been the heart and soul for this Dallas Mavericks squad, who would be a lottery team without him. This postseason, Luka averaged 35 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists on 49 field goal percentage and 40% from 3. Now that the playoffs has come to an end and a champion has been crowned, Luka ended up averaging the most points out of any player in this postseason, as well as finishing 4th in PER, or player efficiency rating, while being number 1 in usage rating as well, which I think is the problem. The Mavs, they have guys like Jalen Brunson and Tim Hardaway Jr., guys that can make plays for their teammates as well as score the ball at a high level. Me personally, I think at times maybe take the ball out of Luka's hands just to switch it up, just to give the opponents a different look at your offense and what you're running. Now listen, I'm not saying dump the ball to Porzingis in a low post, because we saw what that resulted in most of the time, and that was a turnover or a missed shot. But there are things you can do to diversify your offense, and I do believe that new head coach Jason Kidd will get the most out of this Mavs team, just so Luka doesn't have to do any and everything just to squeeze out a win. This motherfucker back started hurting halfway through the series. Like, do I have to elaborate on how amazing Luka Doncic has been in his first 2 playoff appearances, and he continues to get better each and every year. Now for the Latvian Al Horford. Porzingis in the playoffs is a whole nother story, and it starts with injuries. Before going down in last year's playoffs with a meniscus tear, Porzingis was actually productive in the 3 games he was available against this same Clippers team, averaging 23 points, 8 rebounds, 1 block on 52 field goal percentage and 52% from 3. Which is actually pretty goddamn impressive if you ask me, considering that is his playoff debut, back when he could still claim the nickname the Unicorn. But those days are now behind us. As a lot of you guys like to say, we may consider that Mickey Mouse stats, because last year's playoffs was hosted in the bubble, and the dip in efficiency from year to year is beyond terrifying. In this year's playoffs, to use the excuse that he was an afterthought in the Mavs offense was the correct analysis, but you can't blame Luka for that. What Porzingis did get the ball, instant regret covered Luka's face, as it was exposed that Porzingis had absolutely no post game or the strength to take advantage of a mismatch in the post. He clearly lacks the mobility to be a feared rim protector like he once was. And I know what you're thinking, NBA, why you so cap? Where are the numbers to support this? I got you, my boy. So in this year's playoffs, brace yourself. Porzingis averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds and 0.7 assists on 47 field goal percentage and 29% from 3. So what happened? You can't say it's the minutes. He played 2 more minutes this year than he did last year. Can't say it's the shot attempts. He only took 3 less shots this year than he did last year. And the funny thing is, in both years, Kristaps shared the floor with Luka. So again, I asked the question, what happened? Why is Luka now reluctant to pass him the ball? Well, he has been inefficient on offense and barbecue chicken on defense. In fact, KP ranks 187th in defensive win shares, which is actually worse than the 5'10 composite from the Nuggets, as well as Damian Lillard and his own teammate Luka Doncic, who are not known for their defense, while also having a defensive rating of 121, which is worse than guys like Jeff Teague, Tyler Hero, and even Andre Drummond. I'm making this shit up. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. And if we're being honest, Porzingis is getting paid too much money to be playing like prime Kwame Brown. But with that being said, the beef between Luka and Porzingis is only the beginning of the Mavs' problems. Luka is now eligible to sign a supermax contract that can net him $200 million, although it is incredibly doubtful that he will pass up making $34 million a year. Mark Cuban still has to put together a competitive team to give Luka the best chance at winning an NBA title. We can all see how bad Luka wants to win, and I think the Mavs now understand the sense of urgency that they have to work with to please Luka, and that starts with the front office. On June 16th, they fired the GM of 15 years, Donnie Nelson, who actually orchestrated the trading of Trae Young for Luka on draft night. And within 24 hours, Rick Carlisle stepped down as their head coach, much of a surprise to everyone. Luka wasn't a big fan of Carlisle. There are plenty of videos of Doncic visually frustrated with Carlisle at times during timeouts. They have had many disagreements during Luka's time in Dallas until it was finally decided that Carlisle was not the man to coach the young superstar. But rumors have been circulating that a guy named Mr. Vulgaris, aka Mark Cuban's gambling buddy, was hired as a shadow GM, and he has been very so involved in the Mavericks roster decisions as well as Rick Carlisle's rotation. I assume Carlisle had enough of not being able to control his own team and departed to join the Indiana Pacers to have a real impact on that franchise. Apparently, Luka and Mr. Vulgaris got into it in the middle of a game, as Vulgaris told Luka to calm down, and Luka was not happy about that at all. But this may be the start of a new era for the Mavs, as Vulgaris' contract is up this offseason, and re-signing him is very unlikely. Now that Jason Kidd is their new head coach, hopefully he could get some use out of Josh Richardson, who was a no factor in the Clippers series. He averaged 5 points in 13 minutes. Let's not forget, they traded Seth Curry for him, which was a huge mistake considering the prolific shooter that Seth is and how impactful and efficient he has been with the Sixers. And I know defense was a trade-off, but you can only play so much defense when you're sitting on the bench. With all this considered, the Dallas Mavericks are a great team with up-and-coming young players like Tim Hardaway Jr., Dwight Powell, Jalen Brunson, and Dorian Finney-Smith. With a couple roster changes, there is no reason the Dallas Mavericks shouldn't be in the conference finals in the next 2 years. Alright, Mark Cuban, listen gang, if you need a GM, NBA Addict TV, I'ma just need a max contract, my boy. I'll get this team right. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment what you guys think, and know what I'm saying, I'll see y'all next video. We out of here.